I'm going to give you 4 topics, processes, things to follow. These will be things that maybe you can apply, I hope, to your business to be successful. No emotional involvement. Now, when I say no emotional involvement, and I always put this up here and repeat it for me, get the emotions out of the way. Quit trying to make money. Just during that conversation. Because voice inflection, all of us are masters at voice inflection, whether we know it or not. We understand the pause, etc. Innately, the people we talk to, whenever we are after money, and we may not say it, but I can tell you, brother and sister, they know. They know. So whatever we're churning inside and whatever we're feeling in here, it's coming out here. So you got to get the emotion out. And you got to really concentrate on this path of learning and curiosity and what sometimes I like to call pure adventure. So discover. Your first conversations with a candidate, your first conversations with a client are the engagement conversation. Your next one is diagnose. So you see the process. That's what we're diagnosing. And that's another piece that I went through with Shangbine. And understanding who they were, where they were, what mattered. And how we were going to go forward and make this happen. It's possible to get into a market and understand it, but make sure that you're learning and you know if you're going to go through a process and diagnose as you ask. And test early and test often. What if? And the client's crisis point decision. So what if leads to the crisis point decision? If we do not have a candidate in place by this date, what happens? How many candidates have you seen? Where it's been in the market. Because what we want the client to do by going through this process is, I don't want to have to ask them, do you want to work with me? If we don't acquire X number of individuals to the website, or if we don't convert them at a higher rate than we have today, or if we don't increase the average sales that an individual is spending whenever they come in to spend time, oh, wow, we're in trouble. Granted. So we got to pull out all the stops, go find the talent, which means you got to be available to me at all times. You got to answer what I need. And if I call you at 4 o'clock in the morning, you got to respond. To tell a company on the upside, on the front side, if we get to that crisis point and they agree, I've got to get this candidate in place, no matter who and what they are, fine. I'm willing to work with you to accomplish that goal. Now, in order to accomplish that goal and to do it based on what you need and what you've just told me, these are the timelines that we have to keep in place. By the way, I understand that at times we get out of whack on project. But let me tell you, I'm going to come right back to you when we do. And I'm going to put you back in line. I do try to line out. Date, time. This is what's going to happen. Follow up. And you have to stick to it. Stick to the plan. Choose optimal solution alternatives. If we don't get this type of individual, what happens now? Push for the no. We're not looking for the no, NO. We're looking for the no, KNO. I want to know exactly what's going to happen. If I get you this candidate, based on that criteria, within this time frame, are you prepared to make a decision and pull the trigger and do what you need to get that candidate on board? Yes. If, based on the decision criteria you've given me, the only candidate I can find in the market is $30K above the base that you're willing to pay, are you willing to go forward and get that candidate and bring them on board? No. Fine. If we do not find that candidate and you're not willing to do that and we find that we're below market 6 months from now, and you find that if you would have made the investment, you would have done much, much, much better than the $30K you just saved, how do you feel about that? I want to have all those discussions with my client because guess what? No one else is. They need to hear, violently need to hear about the market from us. And it's our responsibility, it's our job to reflect what's going on and to educate them and to move, as Jeff Case said, from the tactical recruiter to the trusted advisor to the power broker in the industry.